as if your mind is like your little buddy, like your little pet, like your little friend, because it is. Now, before I tell you this shit, I want you to, you know what I'm saying, push all them stupid ass thoughts, all them negative, you know what I'm saying, limiting belief thoughts out the window, because, you know what I'm saying, I thought we were past all this shit, because all them limiting beliefs that, you know what I'm saying, beliefs that never, you know what I'm saying, that never came into conclusion before you even came to this earth when you were an infinite being. I don't want to hear none of that shit. All the things that you went through in the past, leave it in the past. You know what I'm saying? It don't need to come with you when I tell you that what the fuck is gonna go on. I don't care what the you've been in your life before. You know what I'm saying? That all erases, but now you have to understand that you know what I'm saying, this is a new era, a new chapter where you understand that you have to treat your mind with gentle care. You know what I'm saying? You have to take little steps. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that your mind is the most gentle thing being, you know what I'm saying, however you want to program it. You have to steady program it in your vision, your eyes, because you got to understand everything that went wrong, that didn't, you know what I'm saying, that didn't go away, that didn't go your way, you know what I'm saying, actually went your way because you still ended up right here. And because that very thing was meant to was meant to keep you right here so you can be on this path, so you can understand that you know what I'm saying, I apologize. So you can understand that those are only just stepping stools. You don't have to set up your mind like a program or a system, but you gotta understand when your mind, because your mind repeats. When your mind repeats, you can see the same patterns, thoughts, and you could probably motherfucking predict them from a mile away. All right. So what I want you to do is to stop looking, saying stop moving in the external, stop moving and start moving in the internal. Because when you do that, you start to move away and push your own. You saying you start to become your being. You start to become your soul instead of just being a predecessor, instead of just being a victim. You're saying being the puppet, being the body. You start being the soul within your being. You start to observe and understand that you already know that you're saying those thoughts are not yours. So let alone would those thoughts even be true? No. But listen, when those thoughts are not yours, you have to listen, you have to look and observe. Why, what you say, look and observe. What is the pattern of the, you saying, of my thoughts going round and round and round and round? To declutter it, just like you put a limiting belief. You saying, don't let it be a limiting belief, but put a block. Put a, you saying, move it out the way. You saying, do whatever. You saying, you have to have that. It's not mental clarity, but this is mental building. When you understand that you saying a thought, you saying controls mostly everything in your reality, can control the belief, the system, the movement of how you perceive reality, look at it, everything. It's literally just a thought. You saying that you saying control everything. So when you look at that and you put the thought behind you saying at it first, you saying you also got to look at it. How do I detangle this thought? And what you simply got to do is simply not allow that thought to be true in your mind, because nothing in this world is actually logical. Everything that's taught you that they had to make you saying make sense of it and you saying digest that into your brain is the same way you create new thoughts and new realities and manifest new possibilities for your own being. Because this is literally just the school, the earth, you saying the dimension of possibilities. That thoughts trigger negative connotation within the nervous system, but I want you to understand all of that shit is fake. All that shit is fake. Why the fuck did you think they have you saying so many negative bad thoughts? When you start turning that from negative, when you start turning that from negative energy, from you saying the energy that you're being around, that you talk about, the things that you do every single day and night, you saying you switch from that negative connotation to positive connotation, and just like how those negative thoughts randomly come out your head, they're going to be random positive thoughts coming out your head. You have to spew it out the same way you do the negativity. The most comfortable matter ever, because I promise you it's gonna feel uncomfortable, because your mind, your nervous system is programmed to be in that state of fear that you saying whenever I think you saying I say this or I do this is you saying I'm you saying it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna, because that's always the fear tactic that your vibration, your nervous system has continuously put yourself under. But I want you to realize, once you understand and reprogram and you saying nervous system, sit down with yourself and ask your thoughts, realize your thoughts and observe your thoughts. Are they true in your mind? If they're not, you don't have to lie to yourself, but you have to make sense of it. Your mind, does this align with my reality? Is this, you saying, do I want this to be part of my experience? How does this abide to me? How is this gonna uplift me? How is this gonna expand my being? You do not have to accept a thought. You do not have to accept this experience unless you accept it, unless you give consent to it. You are the controller of your reality, and you're always co-creating with the universe, cause not cause you're chosen, because you were put on this planet to realize that. There's so many negative energies that want you trapped in that negative cycle, that negative connotation all the way. You saying these niggas ain't shit. You saying I want you to realize I'm saying these niggas will never be able to. You saying you could talk your shit, but you saying spreading negativity with negativity is only gonna get you more negativity. What you spew out to the world, what you spew out to the universe is gonna come right back to you. Just the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. You don't have to like any positive or saying high vibrational shit. Just anything that has to make sense to you. Saying what is high vibrational in your mind? What is high vibrational in your being? What is high vibrational that you know that's not gonna bring no negative connotation or saying spread any negativity on another person, because saying your vibration is not the same vibration to another person, and every single body's energy is going to be different. That's why it's so potent to talk about this, because niggas don't know how to understand or even channel their own energy. That's why they go on saying it, because they see all this shit in the world and they think they have to be saying that's their being. In the same sense, they don't understand just what positivity means to them, because they've only seen they've only seen the downside of what it means to be low vibrational. And these actions, these words, these motherfucking group of people are going to get them to that result. You have to trick your mind to be the most stable thing ever. Just like a pet, you teach it how to do tricks. You teach it how to you teach yourself how to rethink. You teach yourself how to get yourself out of a negative situation. You teach yourself and build yourself to what just like a dog, just like a trainer, just like you're leveling up your mind just consistently. How can I stay in the state of being? And yes, negative, you have to realize negative things are only there so you can be a stepping stool if you're not entitled to it. That's all they're there for. Negative thoughts aren't true. The negative thoughts are literally just in your face to be background noise. They're not they're not in any way supposed to pull you down or put you in a state of being of, oh yeah, is this who I am? But if you accept that thought, now you're entitled to playing the game. But the trick is to understand that your mind is a pet. Is to understand that every single thought and every single saying, every single place of, I apologize, every single place of stagnation is meant to put you in that place. But your mind is literally just don't be entitled to it, because that's all it does. Is you have to observe and take those thoughts out of the picture so they don't cause any more damage. And don't be entitled to even listening to it, because all there is just repeating in your brain like a song.